kids. And when I say kids, I mean kids of all ages. That means little tiny kids and even big kids. Big kids who may be older than me. Can you imagine? Well, let's get on to today's lesson. So, can I tell you a secret? I spent many years in my life comparing myself to others. Sometimes I still fall into that pit where I try to compare myself to others. I'll watch others, and sometimes it makes me feel really good to watch others, and other times I feel really defeated and down. So when we compare ourselves to others, there's two things that can happen. The first thing is we can think we are better than that other person. We can be really full of pride. That's what happens when we think we're better than others. We think we are taller than them, or we're kinder than them, or we're really wise and we are wiser than that person. It gives this sense of pride that I'm the best and I can do better than they can. Sometimes we really want to be better than others. I know I feel that way from time to time. Have you ever felt that way? But after a while, that feeling that I am better can really cause a problem with the rest of our feelings, and it can get us mixed up into thinking that we actually are better, when in all reality, we aren't. The other thing that can happen when we compare ourselves to each other is that we can feel that we are worse. We're the worst ever. We can lower our self-esteem when this happens. We can think we're not as pretty as she is, or we're not as smart as that other person, or I can't run as fast as he does. And it really starts to get us thinking that we'll never be as good, and we'll never be good enough. I have a little illustration to show this. So sometimes Yellow might think, I wish I were like Blue. You see that pretty sky? And you know that blue is just an amazing color. But Blue looks over and he thinks, I wish I were like Green. Green is the color of the leaves, and green is the color of the grass. And after a while, Yellow starts to think, oh, I am better because I am brighter than everyone else. And it starts to be this feelings of, I'm better and I'm not good enough, as we compare each other to each other. But God didn't mean for it to be this way. He says, I want you to rejoice with the way you are, and I want you to work with everyone else too. Did you know that you are God's workmanship? He created you, and He created him, and He created her, and He created all of them. He created all of us. We are His masterpieces. And when we see God work in our lives, He does amazing things. He transforms the way things are and makes a masterpiece out of all of us. We can't do it on our own, but God has made it so that we can be beautiful together. In Ephesians 2, it says, we are God's workmanship. We're created by Jesus to do His works. And when we start comparing ourselves to other people, it's really hard to make beauty out of those things. It makes it really tough for us to work together and make a masterpiece together. So God says, use your gifts that I've given you. Let other people use the gifts that I have given them. And together, we can do amazing things. But first of all, we need to start by being happy with who God made us, so that we can share in the glory of being with others and enjoy it. And together, we make a masterpiece. Have a good week, guys.